in just a moment. Of course, that is for any, you can go back and look at those. We will have those available on our YouTube page so that if anyone has missed it or missed pieces and wanted to go back and look at it for some reason. Again, thank you for coming tonight. I know it's a little snowy / rainy / cold, and depending on where you are tonight. So I hope everyone's warm and safe at home. We have a decently full with some great information tonight and some great breakout rooms. So we'll go ahead and get started tonight with our introduction from our CEO, Tricia Maurer.
Great. Thank you, Amanda. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2024. Can you believe it's already January of calendar year 2024? I know we've been in membership year 2024 for a few months, but it just seems to me like another year is already starting to kind of fly by. And we're well into our membership year. But thanks to you, we are serving more girls than we did at this time last year. And we're continuing our growth trend that we've had since the end of the pandemic. So thank you for everything you do serving our girls. I also just want to say, and I think Amanda has a few pictures, that it was great to see so many girls and volunteers in Colchester on Saturday. We had a really great time at our Vermont Cookie Rally. Over 200 folks enjoyed the day. Oh, look, I'm jumping right on. There we go. And our amazing magician, Alex, who really lived up to our theme of own your magic. She was really fantastic, did a great job interacting with the girls. We were very disappointed that the weather canceled our New Hampshire Cookie Rally, but in exciting news for all of those who love magicians, Alex will be sharing her talents at the Fall Expo so that more girls will be able to own their magic as well and experience her terrific show. So with that said, here's some more great pictures. It was a load of fun. Girls learned the different skills. And of course, we did have our cookie mascot right there. So the axolotl. So it was a really great day. And I hope all of you who attended had fun as well, learning about cookies or just sharing the experiences. I know I like to talk to the girls about their favorite part about Girl Scouting and what they liked about our camps and whether they'd make any changes to anything. So they were a load of fun. But with that said, I am going to just introduce what I would call my partner in crime and also my true partner in Girl Scouting, our fearless board chair and council president, Tara Pacht. Over to you, Tara.
Thank you very much, Tricia. And it was absolutely wonderful amping up the crowd on Saturday. It was wonderful that the snow was able to hold off until after the event. The girls were it was wonderful having a packed house. I have not seen so many Build-A-Bears being built and so many girls being excited to learn how to be good businesswomen and how to be good entrepreneurs. And it was just my honor to be there with you all. And I cannot wait to see what the girls do this season. And thank you to all of the staff and volunteers that came and helped out. It was a wonderful day. I'm also going to share that the board of directors is looking for the next task group will be for HR professionals to join our HR task force group to review our HR policies. And would love it if you have an interest or know of anybody that might have an interest or expertise in HR policies. Put your name and contact into the chat and we will get back to you. And on that note, I will turn it back to the next person who I'm not sure who it is.
Well, that's back to me. Thanks, Tara.
Okay, back to Tricia. And it's always good to have a partner in crime that's a lawyer.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Just
gotta walk the straight and narrow. So, and just so all of you are aware, we also have Peggy Piet, our board secretary, on the call, and Martha Manley, a member at large on the board of directors. So it's great. And then Jetty Clark is a member of our board advancement committee. So we love having our committee members being active. And so some of you have never been on these calls before. Some of you have been on a very long time. But so often my managers and directors, when they start their presentations to you, they introduce their teams who are on the calls or who aren't on the calls, but those staff members who support you within their departments. But, I was reflecting, and I have not actually introduced my own team. And they're often the ones who are kind of sitting back and letting their staff make the presentation. So since we did have a couple minutes, or I was told I could have a couple minutes, I wanted to make sure you all were aware of who Carrie Lazuski is, our Vice President of Engagement. So Carrie, can you wave there? There he is. So there's Carrie. So that you're aware, Carrie oversees membership, volunteer support, programs, communications, and data. So when I know it's a full plate, Carrie is an expert Gold Award Girl Scout with a great history, really knows what she's talking about when she talks about Girl Scouting. But when you hear Amanda or Christine present later on in this call, they are all key leaders within Carrie's team. Then I'd also like to introduce Crystal Rigoli, our Vice President of Revenue and Operations. She's one of the two with the Own Your Magic Axolotl backdrop there. So Crystal oversees our product programs. You might have guessed that from the backdrop. So cookies and fall product, as well as the retail team, finance, and customer care. So if Robin, who on my screen is right next to Crystal, or Sierra, present later on their departments. They both report to Crystal, as does Stu, our Director of Finance, and Pam, who's in charge of customer care. So they are all part of Crystal's team, heading those things up. And then I also have directly reported to me, Kelly Brown, our Director of Fund Development, who has presented in the past. As well as Josh Doucette, who avoids the calls, but you might see him when you're at our camp properties. Josh is our manager of outdoor programs, and Pat Mitleiter, our executive assistant, office manager, and IT coordinator extraordinaire. All three of those also report directly to me. So with that introduction, well, I'm very proud of all the staff and everyone who reports to my direct reports. But I would like to just thank you all for what you do helping us. And if there's ever a topic you want brought up on one of these calls, we're here for you. So please let us know what you would like us to discuss into the future. And with that, I'm going to turn it right back over to Amanda, I believe. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tricia. So we are going to get right into it tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing here in a minute, but I believe our first speaker is going to be Sarah Blow, and she is going to talk to us about a event that she did with her troop. So her troop is Troop 30456 from St. Albans, Vermont. And she's going to talk to us about that event. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing and turn it over to Sarah.
Hello. So I'm not great at public speaking, so bear with me. I took a couple of bullet notes on our event that we did. We had, you can see in the picture, we have a wonderful church in our community that lets us meet there, the First Congregational Church. They have massive room, and the best thing I really like is they have a storage area downstairs that I can keep all of our Girl Scout stuff. So the 9 years worth of stuff that I have, I got to bring there last year, but I'm still finding it tucked in different corners all over my house. But I know many of you understand that. But they have this really nice big room that we were able to host a Juliette Gordon Low tea party. While my brownies were out hiking in a very rustic corn maze, because of all the water this year, it did not get maintained like it should have. So we were on a really fun trek. We were talking about the Juliette Gordon Low party. And one of the parents mentioned, what about a tea party like in Juliette's time? So we kind of ran with that idea. I forgot to mention our new VSC, Catherine Tolley, actually asked if there was a troop willing to volunteer, and I volunteered my troop. They like it when I do that. So we had some meetings with the leaders and parents, and we discussed possibilities and what we wanted to do. And we narrowed it down to little finger snacks and sandwiches. And another thing I highly recommended was some see if I can call it the right thing. One of the girls brought it for a fundraiser during the summer. I think it was the summer. I don't know. It was at the farmer's market and they sold drinks for $1 a cup, but it was butterfly flower pea tea. It is really yummy. I really liked it. So they had that there too for me. Several of the leaders assisted in planning and we got the older girls into it too. So our cadets and up, where we have cadets and seniors and ambassadors as well. Or we have one ambassador. She's my daughter. She's a junior in high school and doesn't have time to participate in much, but we had the cadets and seniors there, and they were our servers. We also had one older girl who knew how to play piano. I really think we have more than one, but she's the one we thought of at the moment. She helped my brownies, and my brownies chose a song to sing called We Are Brownies. They really loved that, and it was really fun. And oh, I forgot to mention, so we do have a piano in that great big room, way in that back corner there. Usually it's a distraction, but this time it came in handy. Flipping my pages here. So we had many different small finger snacks provided by the parents. We had veggies, we had cookies. I can't even remember how many. I wish we would have taken a picture of the whole table of the snacks. And so we did figure out within that room, it was hard to get around. So we have thought about ways we'd rather do this instead, because trying to get our cadets and seniors to deliver to each of the tables, it was taking a long time. So we got ideas for next time, but we'll narrow it down. I did try to help serve and almost forgot to have my brownies sing. And I almost forgot to present my, I call it a Kim's game. It's one of those memory type games where you show items to kind of remember a story. Well, I have a whole box of items that I have collected that represent something about Juliette Gordon Low. For instance, I have a little pumpkin I made out of clay to represent that she was born on Halloween. I have a ceramic turkey because everyone needs to know about the story of Juliette Gordon Low chloroforming the family dinner turkey. I have a gate made out of popsicle sticks to represent the iron gate that she has that she made that is in Savannah. Overall, we had a great time. We've made notes to see how we can do it better next time. And I'd personally love to do it again.
That is awesome, Sarah. Thank you so much for talking about this with us. I'm looking at the little teacups and they are super, super cute. I'm like in love with.
We really debated because we didn't charge any of the troops to come to this. So we really debated on the cost of it, but we have a good quantity of money in my older girls have planned trips and haven't gone on them. So we kind of splurged on those. They're really cute. We did keep the tablecloths, so we have those for next time.
Awesome, Sarah. Does anybody have any questions for Sarah? I'm trying, please don't, I'm trying real quick to scroll through and see if there's any questions or anybody's hands are up. You don't see anything right now. I see a bunch of wonderful comments in the chat. Everyone seems to really enjoy the idea, but thank you again so much, Sarah, for presenting for us tonight. And I believe Carrie was wondering, do you know about how many girls you had?
Oh my goodness. I felt like I was in chaos because there were so many people between adults and the girls in the room. I believe about 3/4 of my troop was there, which I have 30, I think we're getting ready to have 32 girls at this point. And then I know 2 other troops were able to attend. I would say we had close to 50 or 60 people there, probably more. I'm probably estimating low.
That is awesome. That is such a wonderful
I-
turnout for that.
I attended, and some of you
Yes,
don't know.
Jill was there.
I was there and I wore something fancy, I think, as I recall. Anyway, and I took part in the tea and it was lovely. And one, you all may not know that Sarah is an amazing person in St. Albans and she did just receive her
Thank you, Cheryl.
appreciation pin card. And I don't want to interrupt her or embarrass her, but she has multiple adults and 2 different troops meeting, and basically 2 in 1 and 3 in 1 troops meeting at all different times and doing wonderful activities, and is a role model for all of us.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Sarah, again for coming and presenting for us tonight. We really do appreciate it. And I'll let you get back to it and we'll go ahead and move on to the next. If anyone
Okay.
has any questions for Sarah, please feel free to put them in the chat. If you come up with something, and afterwards, just reach out to us and we'll be happy to help get in touch with Sarah and try to answer any questions you might have. So we will move on to the next one. So again, thank you so much, Sarah, for presenting with us tonight. So next, I'm going to go into the membership growth. We're going to talk about membership numbers and a few other things real quick. But first, we're going to start with just a quick introduction, because I did have a change on my team. And so I'm super excited to announce that we have a new member of the membership growth team, which is going to be Rebecca Mancini, who has started today. She is not on the call with us tonight, but she will be attending these in the future. And she is working with our other membership growth, our recruiters. She's working with Sarah and Shay and Mitchell, which you all may have seen out at various events. They are continuing to be out and are looking forward to seeing all of you as they're continuing to help us and help you grow membership in our council. So straight into membership numbers. What we have is, this is going to be as of close of business last night. We were looking at a little over 5,188 total girl memberships, with about 2,102 of those being adult memberships and 1,567 of those are lifetime members. We are so lucky to have so many valued lifetime members. That gives us a retention rate of 69.7%. with a girl retention rate of 64.7 and an adult and lifetime rate of 77.5. Overall, we are seeing about almost a 2% increase over membership numbers from last year, and which is awesome. And I'm hoping to continue with your help to continue to grow that increase. My goal is to end the My 24 membership year with a 4% increase, which is completely doable, and we are well on our way. I want to thank everyone who has helped us so far, getting as far as we have gotten, and I am super excited to see all of this so far. Of course, if you're available to come and do an event with us, you'll see right here we have the Sign Up Genius, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat later for you. This Sign Up Genius will list of course, all of our recruitment events that we will be holding and where they're going to be, and gives you an opportunity to sign up to come help us if you're available. That way you get all of the information that you need, and we also know who's coming so that we can make sure we have everything we need for you. Also, we have a JOT form here, and I'll again put this link in the chat a little bit later. This JOT form is in case there's something going on in your community that you think we need to know, or that you're going to be attending and you'd like for us to get you some supplies, or things like flyers if your community or troop is looking on adding girls to a specific troop, flyers for camp, whatever you'd like to put around in your area. Please go ahead and fill that JOT form out for us, and we'll be happy to help get those to you. Of course, when it comes to flyers and for recruitment, we will always help you get the right flyers. We will get them printed and mailed to you, or help you get the permissions through the schools to get them sent over. We are the ones that are going to do all of that piece for you, just to help make sure that everything is as successful as possible. Let's slow it down so Amanda can talk tonight. Awesome. I will put these in the chat here. Oh, it looks like Carrie's already got one in there for me. We will get these in the chat for you. And we will go on to our next one, which I believe is going to be Amanda Powell with volunteer support tonight.
That's me. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Amanda Powell. I'm the volunteer support team lead. We have quite a few volunteer support staff on tonight. So Amanda, if you can go to the next slide. Anne Marie Iorio is not with us tonight, but she is one of our volunteer support specialists that specializes in new leaders. We also have Carrie Zames, who is a volunteer support specialist who kind of does all of the good things. She does new leader support, existing leader support, all of the stuff. Alyssa Bagalio is our newest team member. She does new leader support. And Dee Dee Rice is our volunteer support specialist that also does our troop finance. Next slide, please. I thought I would take a little time tonight to talk about what exactly it is that volunteer support does, because it's kind of a broad category. There's a lot of great stuff that we can do and help you out with. So I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. So to break it down in kind of our broadest categories, we offer support for new leaders, and it's a high level of support through that first year of leadership. So whether they start on January 1st or October 1st, we're going to follow them for a full calendar year to make sure they get everything they need. They're going to get regular reach outs from Alyssa and Anne Marie. They're going to get invitations to the New Leader Facebook page. They will get emails and text messages just brimming with all of the information that you need to start out your Girl Scout year successfully. So if you see an email, if you see a text message, whatever it might be as a new leader from Alyssa or Anne Marie, give them a quick hello back. I know they're always excited to chat with you and share with all their knowledge about Girl Scouting. For experienced leader support, there are some pieces of this that all of us do. And it's almost hard to narrow down where we start with experienced leader support, because this could range from anything from, hey, my girls just became juniors and I'm not sure like where I want to get started in their journey as juniors, like help me with some planning. And it can run all the way through, hey, a few girls in my troop are really anxious and they're really struggling to participate in meetings. Like, where do I start supporting them? We can help you with anything that ranges from A to Z. And if it's not necessarily something that my team specializes in, we're always happy to point you in the right direction. Like, for example, if you have questions about, where to get first aid certified, even if we're not sure at the top of our heads, we'll know who to point you to in council so we can help you out. But just think essentially A to Z. You need help running your meetings. You need assistance with dynamics between girls or leaders. You need help interpreting programs. You want to learn how to use the volunteer toolkit. We got you covered. We also support our service unit teams. Let's think of it like a sandwich. So if we have council, that's one piece of bread, and we have the leader, that's another piece of bread. We have our wonderful service unit teams. They're the meat in the middle, or the cheese in the middle, or the soy in the middle, whatever you want to have in the middle. And it all connects together to a beautiful sandwich. They provide the connection between the leaders and council. They are your local support. They can range from anything from a local person that will help coordinate bank accounts to our lovely community product sale coordinators, to our fantastic volunteer support coordinators. Just depends on what's going on in that community and what they need. That being said, some of our communities sadly do not have any folks on their service unit team. If you know someone that's interested in joining your service unit team, please reach out to us. I know Dee Dee and I would be like thrilled to pieces to chat with you, figure out your availability, figure out what you want to do. Like, we're there instantaneously. If you can't do that, but you're just thinking like, hey, like I'd like to be in a position where I could communicate with my fellow folks in my community, reach out too. We got some fun ideas we're brewing in the back of our heads. So just let us know. We'll figure something out. The message here is if you need something, reach out. We got your backs. Finally, those three things kind of come together to support the troop members. So those would be the girls in your troop, the parents and guardians in your troop. Sometimes we'll work with them directly to help them find a new troop if they're moving, or if they have some questions about their girls' ability to participate. But everything we do to support you helps to support them. So we are always happy to touch base with troop members, help with a meeting, help with a parent guardian meeting. Again, I say, if you need something, we got you. If you have any questions about volunteer support, feel free to pop that in the chat. Someone from the team will check in, give you an answer, reach out and call us, whatever you need. Next slide, please. I have just one more. I'm very excited about these upcoming trainings for adults. You're going to hear me talk about these a lot over the next couple of weeks because, like I said, I'm really excited to offer them. So positive behavior intervention support, or PBIS, is a nationally accredited program that can be used to help replace undesirable behaviors with behaviors that you do want to see, but within a positive framework. So you're setting up the framework for your troop meetings in a really positive, natural way to help even prevent those behaviors before they're getting started. This can range from anything from a girl that wants to just sit in the corner and not participate to someone that might be disruptive in meetings. We got ideas and tools for all of that. Youth mental health first aid, back up one, that is free of charge. No cost for that. Youth mental health first aid is a $25 fee for this class. There is a bit of a time commitment to this. There is a couple of hours of online pre-work that you'll do on your own. And then we have about like a 4.5 to 5.5 hour session that we do together. Youth mental health first aid, it's right there in that first aid term. So the same way that you get first aid certified and you learn how to respond if someone needs CPR, if someone needs a splint, someone has a really bad cut, this teaches you how to respond in a mental health crisis. I worked in the human services field for 10 years before I worked for council. I didn't take youth mental health first aid until I started working for council, and it is the best mental health training I've ever taken. So I'm really excited that I am one of the nationally certified trainers for youth mental health first aid. Thanks very much to Trisha and Amanda, who approved me becoming a trainer. And I really, truly just love being able to teach this curriculum to our volunteers and to other folks. Finally, I'm offering a live travel training in April. This is going to be the same training that you're going to find on GS Learn. It's just going to be live, so you have the benefit of asking us questions back and forth as we go through the training. And anytime you want to take the travel training on GS Learn, just pop a quick note over to customer care by email. They will pass it on to my team and we will get it all set up for you. That way, Carrie Zames, our lovely volunteer support staff, who specializes in training and travel, she is going to help you out and get everything that you need. She is our travel wizard. Finally, we have conflict resolution travel that is also available by request on GS Learn. This curriculum was made by GS USA. Takes you a couple hours to work through. Even if you're not thinking like specifically about conflict, if you are finding you want like assistance navigating even just like a challenging conversation, this is a great one to take. And just like tuck it in the back of your minds that any of these trainings that you take for Girl Scouts can also go on your resume. They can also go on a list of professional accomplishments. And anytime you need like a certificate or something for these, we can whip that up for you nice and quick. Any other trainings that you want that you're excited about, reach out and let me know. I'm going to be doing an anxiety training with some older girls this week. So we have lots of options that we can help you out with. That is my ramble for the day. I am going to check the chat now. Thank you for letting me talk about volunteer support and training.
Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at those trainings, and Flask, we will go ahead and put that in the GS Learn for you. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over next to Girl Experience, which I believe is going to be Christine Jones.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Can we go to the next slide, please? So as everybody else is doing, I'd love to start off by introducing my team. So again, my name is Christine and I'm the director of the Girl Experience team. On my staff, I have Paula Kelly Murphy, who's our coordinator of program partnerships and travel. Ashley Jerome, who's our coordinator of day camp and program. Cassandra Gilson, who's our program lead and is on the call tonight. Ashley Guerin, who's a program specialist with the team and is also on the call tonight. And then Laura Barrett, also a program specialist. And then we have many seasonal and summer staff that join us throughout the year to help with running program and supporting the programs that we're offering. And I know some of them are on the call tonight. So thank you guys for all that you do. And we'll go to the next slide. Many people have shared about our cookie rally that happened in Colchester. So we were excited with how successful that event is. And we are on to our next big events. One of the ones that we have coming up that's a bigger event is our Global Leadership Conference, which is happening Friday, March 8th through Sunday, March 10th. This conference happens down at Salve Regina University in Newport, Rhode Island. It is a regional Girl Scout tradition spanning 36 years. The cost for the conference is $110 per participant. Lots of great workshops throughout the day on Saturday, many hard-hitting topics for the girls to really kind of think about. Great opportunity for some maybe career direction or kind of where they want to go after high school, as well as just an opportunity for them to connect with like-minded peers. So this is a great opportunity. We'd love to see lots of girls from Girl Scouts of the Green White Mountains coming out to participate. We're excited to have girls participating from all of the New England councils this year, as well as we're also offering it as a destination. So we have girls coming from all across the US, as well as a girl that is traveling over from Girl Scouts USA overseas, traveling from Spain. So it should be a nice mix of girls at the conference this year, and it's a very powerful conference. If you have high school girls who are, very active and like to be involved in their community, this is an excellent conference for them to participate in. And we'll go to the next slide, please. We're also excited to share that summer camp registration is open. And so we have almost all of our camps live online for people to register for. So we're sharing the dates of camp here. So our day camp in Bedford, Camp Kettleford, will be running from June 24th through August 16th this summer. Our day camp in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Camp Seawood, is running from July 8th through August 2nd. Our day camp in Richmond, Vermont, is running in, Richmond. I looked at the chat and I got thrown off. My apologies. Twin Hills, our day camp in Richmond, Vermont, is running from July 22nd through August 2nd. And then Camp Farnsworth, which is our overnight experience, is running from July 1st through August 9th. We're also excited to share that our volunteer run day camps are going to be back this summer, and we are going to be running both of them this summer. So Green Mountain Day Camp will be running at Branbury State Park in, I believe it's Middlebury, Vermont, from July 24th to the 28th. This one is not quite live online yet. We're just finalizing some of the details with the director, and then that will be online for people to register. And Camp Whispering Pines, which is a day camp run out of Franklin, New Hampshire, is running August 5th through the 9th, and the registration is open for Camp Whispering Pines. If we could go to the next slide, please. As Amanda mentioned when she was talking about recruitment flyers, we have these great, nice and colorful camp flyers, one for each of the camps, that share a little bit more about what the different sessions look like that we're offering. And so we would love to get these flyers out to you and your girls that might be interested. So if you do have any interest in having some camp flyers for the girls in your troop, please feel free to reach out to customer care to request flyers. Also, if you are interested in having camp staff come out and talk to your girls and their parents about their camp opportunities available to them this summer, we are also happy to do that. And on our summer camps page on the website, you can find a form to fill out to request a troop visit. If we could go to the next slide, please. And then I just wanted to highlight some of the upcoming programs we have. So we have lots of programs happening in February, and you can see some of them here. Some of the ones that I specifically wanted to highlight, and 2 of these are actually happening in January, but there's still time to register. So they're not on the slide, but you can find them on our activities calendar. So on July 27th, we have the UNH women's hockey game. We were up at UVM before the holidays, and now we're going to be down in Durham at the UNH women's ice hockey game. And there's still time to register for that program. So if your girls would love to come out and see some women's ice hockey, go ahead and check that out. Also, another program we have happening that weekend on the 28th of January, we have a program called Exploring Beneath the Ice. And it's learning about ice fishing and stuff like that in Holderness, New Hampshire. And we have lots of other winter programs coming up this summer. So here on this slide on February 10th, you can see our Winter Palooza is happening at Camp Farnsworth, as well as our Winter Fest. So opportunities for daisies and brownies, as well as juniors and older girls. We also have a Girl Scout Awards webinar coming up on February 8th. If you have girls that are interested in earning their highest awards, we'd love to see them there. If you go to the next slide. Here are a few more of some of the programs that we have coming up in February. So on February 11th, we have a program called Our Electric World. This is a partnership we're doing with another organization, and a really great opportunity for your girls to learn about different ways of making energy and renewable sources of energy. And then some more winter programs we have some How to Catch a Lovasauruses happening on Valentine's Day, as well as some snowshoe and some s'mores with some various activities depending on what properties they're at. So definitely check out all of the programs that our property team is offering throughout the spring. And then I also wanted to mention we had some great success with our STEM van months. So in November, we were in Vermont. In December, we were in New Hampshire. These were all very successful. Many troops took advantage of having the STEM van come out to their location. So we're excited to share we're bringing those back. So the month of April, the STEM van will be back up in Vermont. And so you can see those dates on the calendar and go ahead and go and book one for your troop. And then in the month of May, the STEM van will be back in New Hampshire and visiting troops there. So make sure you're checking those programs out. They're doing we have some new offerings this time. So even if the STEM van visited your troop already, it could come back again and do some different programming for your girls. And I think I have another slide. Oh, yes. I talked about camp earlier and that we're taking registrations. We are also looking for staff to join our camp team. So if you know of anybody in your life that might be interested in working at one of our camps this summer, we'd love to have them fill out our camp staff application and give us a chat. So make sure you're promoting those opportunities, even if you have older girls that might be interested in working at our day camps. We'd love to get that Girl Scout experience having them work with our younger girls. And then I have a final slide that actually Ashley Guerin is going to be talking about. Ashley?
Sorry, I almost forgot to unmute. Hi, everybody. I'm jumping on to talk about our CSA weekend that's happening in September, from September 20th to September 22nd. We are starting to look for volunteers that would like to share a talent or a hobby or a craft to teach our girls during that weekend. We are also offering lunch for anyone who would like to volunteer for that day on the 21st. We are also looking for some volunteers that would like to stay for the whole weekend and help us with some duties such as kitchen duty and dishes duty and any other tasks that we may need help with. Oh, pie irons. I love pie irons. So if you would like to reach out to us and offer to lead a workshop, we can go ahead and email us, and Cassandra will put her email in the chat really quick, and you're going to want to email her directly with the talent and hobby you would like to share with your Girl Scouts.
We did have a question about what is CSA weekend, and that is our Cadet Senior Ambassador weekend.
It is formally known as Outdoor Adventure Weekend. We have updated that to CSA Weekend.
And it's happening at Camp Farnsworth in Thetford, Vermont.
Yes.
And I think that is all of our slides for today, Amanda.
Thank you. And I believe next is going to be the Mountaintop Shop, which I think Crystal is going to talk about tonight.
Hi, everyone. I'm presenting for Sierra tonight. She's not on the call. And so I believe we have a slide with our upcoming store hours. Yay. All right. So if you haven't had a chance to visit our newest location in Vermont, it's up in South Burlington at the University Mall. We are going to be open officially. We have official hours. We have found a full-time person and we're very excited to share this. Tyler will be at the store Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They were there today, and I believe they will be closed for lunch. I think it's between 2 and 3 p.m., but be sure to check out our website so that you can see that latest information to make sure if there are any updates on that. We also have another Vermont location at Camp Farnsworth, and the dates are listed here. They're Wednesdays and Saturdays typically. We've had some good response at that location as well, and I'm hoping that with the upcoming cookie cupboard being there, we'll see a little bit more foot traffic because we do have a lot of great items there for everyone to shop. And as always at our locations, please let us know if there's something that you would like to pick up at one of those locations. Give us a call customer care, and we're happy to coordinate a time and a date that we can get that to the location for you to pick up. At our Bedford location here, we have our hours. They're Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are open late on Wednesdays till 7 p.m. And then we're open most Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, just be sure and always check our website just to see if there are any updates or changes in case of inclement weather or potentially something going on at the council that might have a reason for us to have varied hours. We are closed this upcoming Monday for Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. So keep that in mind. And let's see, do we have another slide, Amanda? I don't think we do. So if anyone has any questions, I will check the chat. But you can also join us in our breakout room because we'll be part of product program. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, everyone from the breakout rooms. I hope there was some great conversations and some wonderful answers and questions. I'm going to be respectful of everyone's time tonight as we are at 7:59 and go ahead and do our closing for the evening. Of course, staff will be on for a little bit if there's any questions that you were started that didn't get to be fully answered or anything like that. But other than that, we are going to see you again next month on the second Tuesday of the month. Ooh, I can really not talk tonight. On the second Tuesday of the month, which is Tuesday, February 13th, it's at 7 p.m. again, just like tonight. And of course, with the way this works is if you registered for one of these, you are registered for all of them for the continuation of the My24 membership year. So we look forward to seeing you again next month. Everyone have a wonderful night. Stay safe and warm, and we will see you again.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.
I have a question, Amanda.
Yes.
When you send the reminder for the meeting, would it be possible to send the link and maybe the password in the reminder email? Because if I register like the first month, I got to go back through all those emails and oh no, can I find that password? So it'd just be nice to have the link in the most recent email.
Let me see. I'm not, Zoom sends them out for me. So I'm going to go in and double check and see what Zoom will let me edit on them. But I'm not 100% sure, but I will definitely look and see if I can do that, because to me, that would make perfect sense to do it that way.
I have that panic every month.
You are not the only one. I answer messages all day long.
I needed it today.
But I will definitely look into that. Thank you.
Christine, you see, there's a message from Sue in the chat. She's nodding.
I'm actually responding to her back in the chat.
Perfect.
Anyone else have any sort of questions for the group or anything? Well,
I have a quick one.
excellent.
My daughter is signed up for the CIT camp at Camp Farnsworth this summer, and I was just wondering, does she need to do any training beforehand for that? And if so, is there something, when is it? If you've got it planned already.
So we'll be sending out the application in May. It's not a requirement for the program because CITs are still campers. It's more of a practice. And then the group interview will be on the same day as the open house at Farnsworth, which I believe is on June 9th.
Okay, and so those are things that she should attend as part of this, or
Ideally, yes, but if she can't, that's okay.
okay. So it's not like she's gonna get kicked out of the program.
No, we won't be kicking anyone out of the program.
Okay. All right, I will look for those. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Oh, okay. Well then, I guess we're going to give lots of people some time back. Thank you all so much. Stay safe. I know we're having another bad storm. Some of you might lose power. Some of you might get a lot of wind. So hopefully it'll be good for everyone. So have a wonderful evening. And thank you for all that you do.